Good morning, everybody. This is Coach Brown with Brown Fitness and Performance. Welcome to Friday morning's quarantined at-home workout. Today's workout is going to be a single arm strength day, a single dumbbell strength day. And today's workout is based on the fact that I only have one dumbbell to work out with, and it's quite frankly my roommate's. Unfortunately, Cleveland Sports Institute has been officially closed to even one-on-one training, so I do not have access to providing you videos from there. So we're just going to go straight into it with our workout today. First, we're going to do about a 10-minute warm-up. First thing we're going to do, if you have a foam roller, please go ahead and grab it, and we're going to utilize this first. It's always good, in my opinion, to get a little soft tissue work in. And we're going to pick about 4 different ones to do today. I'm going to pick glute. So with the glute, we are going to literally sit on the roller. We're going to cross your legs into a figure 4, grab the ankle, and just roll back and forth. I'm sitting on a towel because I don't have a mat, but if you have a mat, that's even better. We're going to go straight on the floor. Oops. This is slut. I guess I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. Alright, switching sides, we're going to do about 10 stripes. 10 reps here. Just going back and forth. It should feel pretty good, but kind of hurt a little bit. That's how it should kind of go. Alright. Now I'm going to do hamstrings. We're going to go back and forth. Now if you feel like you need to do a different body part, if you have a different body part that might be tight, feel free to go ahead and do that. If you want to follow along, you can do that as well. Good stuff. I'm going to switch sides. Crossing my legs to increase the pressure. If you need to use your other leg to help you along, you can do that. Alright, now we're going to be flipping over. I'm going to do the quad now. Deep breaths. If you find any spots that kind of hurt, especially with this, go ahead and hang out, camp out there, do little mini reps. And slide up and down. Little mini reps. Alright, switching sides. Ooh. Got a little spot right there that I'm getting. You can also go the entire length from the bottom of the knee to the top of the hip. Alright, and my last one, I'm going to do my upper back. And I'm going to hug myself. I'm going to go back and forth. Just going to go back and forth. Make sure I'm breathing here. Good stuff. All right. Put that over to the side. Now what we're going to do is a standing, we're going to do a standing hip flexor stretch. We're going to keep the back heel, you can barely see me here, we're going to keep the back heel on the ground, and we're just going to lean forward. With this one, we're going to have a dual stretch. You're going to feel stretch in the front hip and the Achilles tendon, the calf of that back leg. And of course, you can always turn the shoulders here. I'm going to take deep breaths in, and as you turn shoulders out. All right, switch sides and do about 5 of those. We're going to get in position here. Depending on where you're tight, you'll feel this either more in your calf or your hip. I tend to feel it in both. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Next, we're going to do what's called the pretzel. So with this, we're going to have one hand above the knee. We're going to grab the ankle of the bottom foot. So top leg, bottom hand, top hand, bottom foot. Just going to breathe and rotate. 2. We're going to do 5 of these. 3. 4. And 5. Should be able to breathe. We're going to switch sides. Should be able to breathe in each position here. Here we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe out as you're rotating. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. And of course, that's 5. All right. Now we're going to do a little bit of shoulder mobility. And with this, what we're going to do is called shoulder sweep. So we're going to get in the same position that we were just in. We're just going to come out, and now we're going to trace our hand along the side. We're going to turn, 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 and flip the hand down midway. I'm going to come back. So trace up and around, turn, 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 flip down, come back. You might see my knee kind of moving a lot on me here, popping in the air. That's the hip arthritis. I really can't keep it too internally rotated. With this one, we're going to do 8 on each side. So we got 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. That's it. Now we're going to switch sides. Make sure you do both sides here. Now if you have one side that's that needs a lot of mobility work, you can do 2 rounds or just do 1 round on one side. Again, oops, get too close to the chair here. Biggest focus here is turning the shoulders, keeping that knee down, and then flipping that hand around as it comes back. 4. And then as you we turn the shoulders here, we're going to make sure that we're turning the shoulders using the abs. Turn the shoulders, use the abs, get across. Yeah, one more here. All right. Next is going to be glute bridge. Both feet on the ground. Just going to drive the hips up and we're just going to hold. Should not be arching the back with this. You're going to get as high as you can without arching the back. You should feel this in your glutes, hamstrings, very little bit in the quads. One more breath. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Now we're going to get into some movement stuff. We're going to do what we call bootstrappers at the gym. Basically, your feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. I'm going to move this back so you guys can see me. So feet about shoulder width apart. My hips aren't going to go that far down because they just don't have that mobility, but you're going to drop down, chest up, elbows inside the knees, elbows or legs are relatively straight when you go to grab, and then drag it down, drag it down, drag it down, drag it down. We can also play with one arm up, one arm up, one arm up, one arm up. That's a little bit more advanced version. All right. Now we're going to go with lateral lunge, side to side. Feet are facing forward. Do about 5 or 6 of these on each side. The body's going to come down, but we're still in good posture. Shoulders are back. Shoulders from the side view. 2 more each side. 1 more. And good. All right, next we're gonna do a knee hug. Grab the knee, pull it up. Grab the knee, pull it up. Should feel a glute stretch in this. Do about 5 or 6 of these on each side. All right, next is gonna be a single leg deadlift. So you're gonna go 1 foot in the air, stay on one leg, and kick the leg back and drop down on the body, hips through. Drop down on the body, hips through. If you need a modification for this one, put 1 foot back, and then focus on pushing the hips back and then standing up. All right, switching sides. Again, if you need that modification, 1 leg back on the ground, push the hips back, and then push the hips through. A little bit of a stagger stance deadlift, or a full version if you're comfortable with it here. Grab the ground with the toes, back leg back, hips through. All right. So that's that. I'm in an apartment complex where everybody's gonna hear me if I'm jumping, so we're gonna keep the jumping nice and light. Drop. We're gonna drop squats. Or if you should not jump, just do regular squats. All right. Next is gonna be a little foot fire. About 5 seconds. This is gonna get the heart rate high. So we're ending the warm up with the heart rate up. And then we're going to foot fire again. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, we are gonna end the warm-up there, then we're gonna get to the workout. If you need some water, get it. All right, first thing we're gonna do today, we're gonna do everything in supersets. So a pair of 2 exercises. We're gonna go 4 rounds of 12, or excuse me, 4 rounds of 10 reps that actually of everything today. First exercise is going to be vertical jumps. We're going to jump as high as we can, or drop jumps, or just air squats, just going fast. Depends on what your knees and hips and whatever are able to tolerate. And we're going to do what's called a plank twister. We're going to do a rotation of the hips to get a rotational core movement in today. So first thing, vertical jumps, 12. So if you need to go regular squat, do that. If you need to do the drop jumps again, do that. Or we're gonna go get up in the air. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. All right, now we're gonna go into the plank twister. For this one, we're gonna get plank position. I'm gonna rotate the hips, rotate the hips. Learn this from Dan Bednar. Thanks, Dan. Clunk those heels to the ground, clunk those heels to the ground. Now I'm at 5, 6, and take the time with it. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. If we need a second, catch your breath. We'll wait here for a good couple of seconds here, and then we'll get back into the next one. I don't necessarily have a timer rolling for the strength rounds here, but we do want to make sure that the rest isn't too long. Thinking about 30 seconds to a minute between the rounds, and then like 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes after the superset's done. All right, you guys ready? And get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work. All right, we're gonna go into the twist again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure your feet are wide on this too. 8, 9, 10. All right, 2 more rounds left, and then we'll be moving on to the next thing. If the heart rate's high, that's a good sign for these. It means you're pushing yourself. If the heart rate's not up quite high enough, you want to think about going a little faster, trying to jump a little higher with a little more intensity. Jumping with that intensity is what's going to help you more than not. All right, ready, set, go. And of course, for those of you who need to do speed squats, finish it out. All right. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, left. And then we're moving on to more of the strength-based stuff. This is more of the power production and core work. I like to get these done out of the way first. It doesn't mean you have to do it this way. I just like where the benefit is at with putting them at the beginning of the workout, especially from a human performance standpoint. Although there's arguments for other ways. All right, this time I'm not going to do the jumps. I'm going to show the modified version. Again, I want to respect my neighbors. I don't want to be jumping too much. So you're going to go ahead and jump along. Like, I'm just going to do the speed squats. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, good work, guys. And back to the last round here. Rotate, rotate, rotate. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, get some water if you need it. I'm gonna grab some. I'm actually gonna put this over here so you guys are just staring at my belly as I walk to the screen. Over there. Grab the, should be fine. All right. Next couple of things we have today that are written down over here. We have single leg, single arm lunge. So a suitcase lunge and a single arm row. So we're gonna hold one dumbbell, one hand, and we're gonna just split lunge today. So just up and down, holding one dumbbell and then switching sides. Now, if you have, I have a particularly heavier dumbbell at a 40 pounder. If you have lighter ones and need to hold both to give you a better strength effect, go ahead and do so. I only have one dumbbell available to me, so that's what I'm utilizing. And then same thing for the lunge, or same thing for the rows. If you need to pick up something that's a little bit heavier, go ahead and do so. I only have one dumbbell available to me, so that's what we're gonna use. I'm gonna actually throw my towel back here. And here we go. We got one dumbbell, split lunge, drop down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch sides. Nice long stride. Just to show it from the side, you should have a nice long stride. You should be able to stay tall and stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now, if you're needing to struggle with this a little bit, that's a good sign. If you're not struggling enough, we might need to do something that will help increase that struggle a little bit. We don't go over the top, but those last couple of reps should be rather challenging. All right, now we're gonna go, we did split lunge on day 1, so we're just gonna do split lunge again, or so deadlift, lunge here, If you want to do the split, go for it. I'm going to do the deadlift version. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. Big chest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Whew. I am getting a little sweaty now. All right. That's round 1. We're going to go in, give you a second breather, and we're going to into round 2 here. Grabbing this guy. We're going to go here. We're going to go split, drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, when you're dropping down, you can tap your knee to the ground, but don't smash your knee on the ground, so control yourself on the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Last one. 10. All right. Good stuff. Take a breather, quick breather, and we're going to the row. All right. All right. I'm actually going to bring this towel before I get to the next set here. Up close. Good. And just in case I need it. And deadlift and row. Burrowing to the bottom of the chest. Now, started to pause. This weight's actually a little light for my row, so I need to figure out a way to make sure it gets a little harder. Good work. All right, that is 2 rounds down. All right, we got 2 more rounds to go. You're gonna take a second breather if you need it. Should be, if you're pushing yourself hard enough, you should feel like you need that rest. Again, you should need at least about 30 to 40 seconds, 30 to 45 seconds or so of break in between each superset. The whole point of this is not necessarily getting the heart rate up. It will get up, but the point is that we're getting stronger here. Within the realm of what we have available to us, that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good deal. Good deal. Gonna take a second breather in between, then switch sides. Again, if you have a lighter weight and you just want to get to it, you can go ahead and do that. Reducing the rest will make it a little harder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Whew. Starting to get, the sun is starting to come up outside. Can't believe I'm doing this. Even though I technically don't have to be in the gym, getting up early, making sure I get the workout in. It really sets the tone for the rest of the day. All right, I'm gonna do the split lunge this time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Part of the reason why I'm going 4 rounds today is also because I knew the weight for my road would be actually kind of light for me. So that's another way to increase volume, is to increase another set to try to make that last round a little more challenging. Need some water real quick. Getting cotton off. All right. You guys ready to rock and roll here? Next and final round. Drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Notice when I put the weight down too, I'm keeping my back flat, my shoulders back, staying in good posture. A lot of times, that's where people get hurt their back or whatever when they're going to pick up the weight or put it down. I know, especially at a large box gym, people are notorious for horrible posture when they go to pick up a weight from the ground. They have good posture when they're doing their set, and then they go to put it down, their back's rounded. They really look like they're going to hurt themselves. Whew. All right. Last one of these. 1. Lost my balance a little. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. That concludes the lunges. We have just one more round of the rows. Really getting warm in here, a little sweaty. All right. I go back to for the deadlift style. Giving it a good hard pause at the top, increase that intensity. And of course in this position, my glutes and my hamstrings are holding me up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, get some water. Wow. All right. Next, 2 exercises. We're gonna do single arm chest press and single leg glute bridge. I'm gonna move my towel up here so you guys can see me and hear me quite a bit better. But for the single leg glute bridge, we're gonna get on our back here. If you have a weight, you can put the weight across the hips, which I'll do for the sets, but just to show the motion, you're gonna match thighs for height and then drive to the sky. So this is gonna be no different than what we did in the warm-up. Of course, we're gonna do both sides. So we're gonna do 4 rounds of 10, and then we're gonna do single arm chest press, which we're gonna use the dumbbell for. I'm gonna put it in one hand, and I'll show us as we go along, but we're gonna go 1, we should be about tucked in real close to the body or within about 45 degrees, and then press out in front of us here. That's going to be what's called a floor press. We're going to do that because I don't have a bench available to me, so we're going to utilize what I have. So, without further ado, when you go to pick up a heavy weight like this, turn towards it, bring it in close, and then turn it onto you. That way you don't hurt yourself, you don't hurt a shoulder or anything like that. 1 foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're gonna go other leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. And the next thing is, I'm gonna dump it here. I'm gonna change positions here. One arm chest press. Here we go. Use both hands, lift it up. Slowly lower down, tap and go. Slowly lower down, tap and go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching sides, switch on the bottom, don't switch on the top because you risk dropping the weight on you. If it's already here, there's no way to drop it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and I can pretty much lay it right down where it needs to go. With a heavier weight, you might not be able to do that. You might have to put it down to the side and readjust again. I was able to get away. I should do that for the video purposes. All right. One leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Tip it down. Move it to where it needs to be. Probably around about belly height. And turn it and pull it. Alright, I need to fix. There we go. Both hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, change on the bottom again. Get your stable base on you here and push. 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. All right. So I do have a shoulder issue on my left side, which is why I was having my elbow out farther than what I told you before. So if you have an elbow issue or a shoulder issue and you need to change, go ahead and do so. Because now from trying to be in for the video, now my shoulders are kind of jacked. Don't do that. You can always modify this too. If you'd rather flip over and do push-ups, you can always do that too. All right. Let's flip this around. All right. Round 3. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. All right. Put my shorts back up. Shorts riding down on me there. All right. Back to chest press. Dig the feet in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to do a little bonus round because I have a few extra reps left on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right. We have one more round. With that round, I don't have anything to elevate my feet on, but if you have something to elevate your feet on, That's going to be pretty good because you can get a much more of a effect. So here we go. Last round here. I did 12 that time. I pushed it. You can push it beyond the limit a little bit here. Last round. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Oh, and last round of the chest press. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Chain jumps on the body here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. That is it for those. Go ahead and get some water. This is the last little bit of water I have, actually. All right. That's our first 3 supersets. We have one more. We're going to do what's called a wall slide. That's going to work the upper shoulders and then between the shoulder blades and rotator cuff. And then we're also going to do what's called the suitcase deadlift. This is basically we're going to take one dumbbell, hold it in one hand, and we're going to deadlift out to one side. Out to one side. You're going to push the hips to the side. If you're having trouble with this one, just go ahead and go regular deadlift. So for those wall slides, I'm actually going to turn the corner here. I'm going to move some of the stuff that's on the ground. And you're going to put yourself on the wall. Be here. It's going to come up as high as you can. Come low as down as you can. Low back is going to be on the wall. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, I'll go back over here. The whole point of the wall slide isn't to be able to get up all the way as far as you can. Now, if you have the mobility to do so, that's great. If not, don't worry about it. The whole point is to keep your forearms and elbows on the wall and to keep your low back on the wall. If you do those 2 things, you'll be okay. All right, suitcase deadlift. All right, we're gonna go right side first. So I'm actually back up so you guys can see me here. Hips to the side and stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should feel this in the back glute of the glute that's going to the side. You should feel it in that glute, maybe a little bit in that hamstring, a little bit in the side. Should not feel this in your back. That's 10. All right. All right. Right here. Again, wall slide. Gonna be on the wall here. 1, 2. This should be harder than what it looks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Back to the suitcase deadlift. Hips back, stand up. 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna have a narrow stance with this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's round number 2. Let's go. We're on round 3 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this should be a bit challenging here. We got our last, we have our last round of both, and then we're gonna do a cool down, and then that is it for today. You guys are done and free to go. Wipe off my sweat here. I should get another towel. I'm gonna get a narrow stride or narrow feet together here. Hips out to the side and stand up. Again, you're gonna feel this in the glute and the side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna do 2 more. 11 and 12, just because I could have done a little bit heavier weight, so I'll do a few more reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'll show this from the side too. 10, 11, 12. All right, wall slide. Again, hands to the walls, up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Good job, guys. That concludes the workout part. We're just going to do a couple short things to cool down. I'm going to move the dumbbell out of the way here. Move that dumbbell out of the way. going to do is we're going to go back to that first stretch, feet nice and long. We're just going to stand, drive those hips forward. We're going for 10 deep breaths on each side. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I did one extra. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that one's a double bang for the buck because we're getting a hip stretch and we're getting a calf stretch. Or if you are tighter than one than the other, you might only feel it in one. That's fine. And the second stretch we're going to do here, I'm just going to open up the, you guys can see me, right? Just sit here like this, open up the chest, and just breathe. So we're going to get a double whammy like right now. If you have a pretty good shoulder flexibility, you might not feel this, and it's just a breathing technique, and that's fine too. So breathe in. Breathe out about 3 to 4 seconds each way. One more breath. All right. You should feel relatively calmed down after that. Thanks for tuning in to today's at-home strength superset workout with one dumbbell. So you can utilize almost anything that you have at home. You can go out and buy just a couple of like 1 pair or 2 pairs of dumbbells or an adjustable pair if you really want to make sure that you're getting the full benefit. If you just want to do body weight or close to body weight, utilize whatever you have available to you in your house until you can go back to the gym. That's fine too. The whole mantra here is staying fit and staying strong and getting your workouts in to keep our metabolism up while we're working out, or excuse me, while we're at home, quarantined, not being able to go out too much here. With that being said, thanks for tuning in. This has been brought to you by Brown Fitness and Performance. I'm Coach Adam. You can visit us at brownfitnessandperformance.com. And of course, tomorrow on March 21st at 1 o'clock, I'm going to be doing a Zoom seminar called Why Traditional Fat Loss Programs Fail. If you'd like to know how you can get linked up to that, please drop a message below and I'll make sure that you are on that call. Or if you just want to comment about the workout, what did you like, well, maybe what did you didn't like, what else would you like to see, what else would you like me to do, please drop a message below and I'll see what I can do to put that in the next video. All right, thanks for tuning in and we will see you guys on the next workout.